should be all good now. Once my chat will open. There we go. Should be good now, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, we back. It's been a minute. Been a minute since we played Minecraft again. I say that every time we start because we don't do it as much as I used to, and yeah. So, I have most of the materials. I started the base of it off stream of the build, just so that we have, like, I have it planned out and I didn't have to spend so much time on stream basically making a blueprint for what I'm trying to do. So that's figured out, so that's good. So we'll work on that now, building it up a little bit farther. I did have to remove more land from what we had already removed because the building has like 4 pillars, and then there's like these smaller, shorter buildings on the side, and I forgot about those, so I had to like remove more land. So it was a lot of work, and I didn't stream any of it because I figured it would be like incredibly boring. But we got it done. Took me a few hours for sure. I'm waiting for nighttime because I don't want to deal with this rain. Although it should be fine, I guess. We could just take a bed with us. I mean, we might as well. It's so probably a lot easier than flying back every 5 seconds, hey? Do we have one here? I literally have a bed on the front of this, and yet there's no beds in here. Okay, that's okay. 2, 3. Let's go upstairs and we'll grab some wool. And then we got a bed. How about a blue bed? 1, 2, 3. Sweet. There we go. We'll bring that over there, and then we can just sleep when we get over there. Good thing is, I don't have to deal with using all my fireworks to get over there. I need to remove that Christmas tree. I keep forgetting that it's there. So, yeah, I'm just going to fly up here 1 second, just so we can get a good view. Yeah, so this is the general layout that I've done. So basically, these are the 4 pillars. This is the main building, which is, like, somewhat tall. And then these are, like, slightly shorter than the main part of the building. And that's the part I forgot about, so I had to remove, like, even more land than I had already had done. This is going to be a big structure. It's probably going to be taller than this building, actually. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as we're going, because I'm not really sure, like, what scale we're going to here, because it's not, like, 1-to-1 or anything, obviously. But, you know, we're gonna do our best. So I'm not even gonna worry about windows or anything yet. I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do our usual thing where we just build up and we do all the other details and stuff after, for the most part. So we're pretty good. This is basically like a porch. So like, yeah, we just need to make this kind of short. But I think what we'll do is we'll start on one of the towers, because once we figure out like what we're doing with one tower, we can then move on to the next one, you know, and just do the same thing. Yeah, so here we go. Let's do this. The classic 3 up, just place some blocks. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to integrate steps into this and stuff too. And even though we have a lot of these blocks, we don't quite have enough, so I mean, we're obviously not even remotely close to having enough, so we're gonna have to eventually go and get some. But I wanted to at least start the build tonight because we did so much prep getting it ready the last time, and then it wasn't even enough because I had to do more off stream that, like, I was like, well, might as well. And I could have done this off stream, but I was like, I don't want to do like the main part of the build on stream because that's not cool. This is basically a stream world. If I want to do things off stream, I should just, you know, for the most part, start a different world for that. So my thing, what I'm curious about right now while I'm doing this also, is how many blocks are we going to use? How many stacks are we going to use for one tower? Because then I can kind of math it and figure out what we're going to do for every other tower and how much we're actually going to use. And we can kind of make an educated guess on the rest of it as to how much we're going to need. So for those who don't know, what I'm building is the Battersea power station from England. Very famous structure. Also known for the cover of one of Pink Floyd's albums, Animals. I've always thought it's one of those buildings. I have a really big obsession with architecture. I wanted to be an architect for a really long time when I was younger, and I kind of gave up on it. But I have like a very huge love for certain architecture and certain buildings and how they look, and there's certain buildings that, like, within my lifetime I'd like to visit at least once, and this is one of those buildings I would love to visit and see in real life. And a few more are like the Chrysler Building. I'd love to see the Chrysler Building. I like the Empire State Building, but the Chrysler Building just has more of the Art Deco look on the outside, which I really love. Art Deco is probably my favorite architecture style. Because it's like, it's fancy looking, it's cool, but it's also very modern at the same time. It's like old yet modern at the same time. And it's not modern in a way where it's just like plain and ugly like nowadays architecture is. Okay, we'll do one more layer and we'll see what it looks like at that point, but I don't think this is tall enough. I don't know what we're going to put inside of this. I never planned it at all. It's a very large area. In fact, it might be... it's not really... If you count the castle walls and like the area outside the main castle area, the castle will probably take up more space, but this is probably going to be one of the biggest structures in the world, in my world. Definitely one of the biggest, 100%. Whoops. Whoopsie. How am I so bad at doing this? I'm wasting blocks, and these blocks are not easy to get. Is there a way to craft nether brick? Obviously, you can get nether brick and craft it from that, but I mean, is there a way to craft just, like, from scratch? I don't think there is. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so, like, what I'm thinking is probably going to have to be, like, double that. So, twice as tall as that. And then we got to do, like, these smokestacks on the top, which is what the quartz is for. And we got to do that for 4 towers. And we've used almost a full inventory. We're probably going to use a full inventory of blocks just to do this, so... yeah. Anyway. Back to it. When we're building, we'll see what level we're at, and we'll probably come up with, like, an arbitrary number of whatever sounds best for, like, a height. Like I said, this isn't one-to-one. I'm not doing it perfect. I'm just doing, like, my interpretation, trying to figure out a general idea so that when you look at it, you'll be like, oh, that's what that is. And I did look up other people's builds of this, because people have done it before. And I'm trying to do it to a bigger scale than a lot of them. The only one that was a fairly large scale I could see had a really low quality picture, and I couldn't actually see the build, so I don't know. But yeah. Now, the top of it is kind of like a different shape. Like, it kind of tapers in a little bit. So, I'm probably going to look at a picture on my phone once we get up a little ways more. Just to see if I can figure that out as we're going. Because for the most part, we're kind of doing this on the fly. Like, I'm not really, I don't really have, like, a full plan for what we're doing, you know? It's not like I drew this out or anything. I looked at pictures and came up with like the gist of pretty much what it needs to be shaped like. It ain't perfect, but it's pretty good. We should probably go sleep while we're here. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. God, there's a lot of enemies, a lot of mobs. At least that'll get rid of the rain, hopefully. Really? Oh, we're probably having that glitch. Hang on. There's a glitch that happens where the rain doesn't go away in Bedrock. And sometimes if you reload, it'll, yeah, see? I don't know why it does that, but it does. It's a thing. It's a thing that happens. Okay. I need to... I had pictures on my phone. I don't remember what I did with them. I have pictures on the computer, too, but... There's no way for me to play and have it on screen at the same time, or that I can figure out. That cow just spawned inside of this. That sucks. You're gonna be trapped for eternity, bro. Now, I don't know what the interior of this place looks like at all. I know for a long time it was an abandoned building, and this inner area was basically exposed to the elements from the roof, and I think now it's either an apartment building or a mall, or both. I know that a company had it or something, and they transformed it, I think, into a different structure, because obviously it used to be a power station. So, yeah. I'm glad they did that. I find, like, a lot of architecture nowadays, like, they literally will just get rid of it. They won't, you know, like, they won't ever, like, transform things into something else. Here where I live, it's very bad for that. They do it with a lot of architecture here that's very old. So it's cool they never left it abandoned forever, you know? Especially something that's so iconic to that country. I mean, obviously, there's way more iconic things there, but... almost enough. So, I think this might be a good height, and we can start tapering in from here, probably. I don't know, though. Hang on. Let me stand here for a second and look up a picture, because it would be in my best interest. It's not bad. Maybe a little bit taller. Like maybe... I think 3 blocks taller would actually be fine. And then we can cap it there and we can taper in. It's gonna be much taller in general, but I mean just for like this shape. Once again, I haven't thought about the rest of the shapes, so I mean it's gonna be kind of a crapshoot to figure out. Okay, so we do have a lot of blocks, as you can see. Not quite enough though. Like I'm calling it right now. It's not enough at all. So yeah, about that. Get rid of that. Let me just put that in there. Just the less things I have in my inventory, the better. Okay, there we go. Good thing about it being right next to the lake too is I can do that. Strategic, by the way. It being next to like a river, because it is in real life. Okay. Okay, so this is 3. I feel like we might need to go one more than this. You know, I think this might actually be enough though. I don't wanna overdo it. We'll start doing the next layer of like the different shape that we have when we're tapering it off here on the top. And we'll figure it out from there. We'll go down and look, and we'll see if it looks right. And if it seems like it's too soon for it to taper off, then we'll change it. Sound good? Okay. Sorry if I don't read chat right away, by the way, if anyone is watching. Just so I can have a look at this here. I need to have high quality pictures. I'm so bad at like finding high quality pictures. Because we're doing the modern version of this too, so it's kind of like a weird thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna zoom in on one here. And obviously, like I said, this isn't like perfectly the scale or anything, so you know, we're kind of just figuring it out. So pretty much to here goes up the same, I think. Can't tell if that tape is in. Hang on. It's very hard to find like a full side profile of this building. Like a lot of times there's like angled profiles like from like a corner, but there's never like a full side profile, which is what I kind of want. Excuse me. Okay, no, it doesn't. It kind of does, I guess, but in terms of Minecraft, I'm not really. Okay, hang on. It's a good picture, actually. Okay, so I think we'll just do the middle part first, and then we'll figure it out after the side parts. It's essentially like this. Like that. Now it's supposed to come out here, so like this. Essentially. Probably should have left that. I'm so stupid. Once again, we're not gonna get this perfect. I'm just trying to like figure out the, you know, the basic structure. Okay. And then this one should go out, but it's not gonna match perfectly. Oh, that's kind of weird. Ooh, that's kind of weird. We could take a creative liberty here, and hang on now. I should jump down and grab those blocks too, because I feel like I'm gonna not enjoy that. Okay, so here, and we'll go in 2 blocks. I feel like is probably. It's not really right, because it's supposed to be kind of like a little zigzag type, like kind of like that there. But, I mean, this is probably as close as we're going to get it without me having to redo the whole tower, which ain't happening. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, we don't want this here, right? Okay. We want that there. Just put that there, so I can get up here real quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we want to go out like that, and in, and then out again, right? And then push, 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 like that. That's nice. Okay, so that's pretty much what we got to do. Need probably like one more, maybe not even a full one more, maybe just like go up like 2 or 3, maybe 2 might be enough. This is such a strange build for me too, because like I'm not used to doing any crazy architecture. We've done a few things, but not like nothing crazy, you know. Okay, I think we'll just go up 2 more. I think 2 more is fine, just like this. In fact, I think we'll do this. I think we'll leave that like corner just to give it a little bit more of an angularity. Like that. Yeah, like that. And then he proceeds to do the angle thing that he said he wasn't going to do. Naturally. Okay, so that should be good. Now we just gotta do the little side platforms, which should be only like 2 tall each, probably around there. Let me open up chat again, just make sure I'm checking. Okay. Push. So basically it just goes in 1 block and then 1 block again. So what we want to do, I guess, is this, and then it goes in 1 block again, which we kind of can't do. I mean, we could just do this. Probably look fine. Maybe. So what I'm thinking is I could do another 1 block in, but I feel like it's gonna look weird if I go this one taller. I feel like that's tall enough. Although, I don't know. Hang on. Let's just try it. Because if it looks weird, then we can change it after. It's not a big deal. Okay, we want it to be angular. We'll do that and go like that and then go like that. That should be fine. I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to overdo it because it's going to be weird if we overthink this. It's such a strangely... it's such a strange structure shape, so it's kind of weird to do it in Minecraft. Although it is more blocky. Like, it is pretty blocky in real life, which is part of the reason that I picked it. And part of the reason why I like doing Art Deco style... This isn't Art Deco, but... Art Deco style stuff in Minecraft, just because it does, like, match up really nicely. Okay. Let's just jump down and see how that looks. Go over to this bridge, because this is, like, a good vantage point to have a look. Like, I think that's pretty good. We're gonna have to add a little bit of color with some slabs and stuff, but that's pretty good. That's as close to the color as I could get to, by the way, because it is just like regular brick color in real life, but brick color in Minecraft is a little too bright and not realistic looking, so I figured that it would probably be better off just using nether brick. It's got a more brick look to it, if that makes sense. Okay, so... Good night. Okay, who's shooting me? That should be fine. It's not exact, like I said before, but it's pretty close. I feel like there is one more thing we got to do too, so, which is this top part has to taper in the entire way around, basically. Okay, so like here. And then the top of this is basically what we want. Like that. We'll break all these excess ones because I'm gonna cover all of this with slab, because that is pretty much what we need to do. Yeah. I mean, like, as far as the build goes, like, we pretty much got the gist of like how it looks. It's like I said, it's not perfect, but as long as I get it to a part where I'm happy with it, then I'm happy. I think we should go up 1 block here like this now, and then that should be good. So this would be the actual top. The smokestack rests on top of this. What I was hoping that I never really considered when I built the bottom of this was like, what is the scale of the circle? But I think we pretty much got the scale right, so hopefully. It's a lot of work doing these towers. The other problem now is, like, whenever I do builds like this, is I have to remember this. Because I got to do it to the rest of these. Okay, so we go up to, what is this? 94. 94 is the height that we just do the basic design. I'm gonna grab some more blocks if we can. It's always picking up some junk I don't want. Some junk. Like I said, as I suspected, it's not going to be nearly enough. We'll do the 2 front ones first. It's pretty crazy, though. I'm pretty happy. I think it looks nice. We're adding windows and stuff, too, and there's a few things that we're going to have to change and put blocks in deeper towards top. But like I said, we're just going to build the basic structure, and we'll work on that stuff after the fact. Because it's easy to go back and do details later on. Especially, say, like, once we build, like, a staircase inside these towers, if possible. You know, it'll make sense. Okay. I wish I could build like this all the time. I always end up placing blocks around. It was like I was saying last stream that we did when we started this build or whatever. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to add the Pink Floyd reference to it and put the pig above it, because I thought it would be kind of funny if we did like a Minecraft pig floating above it instead of like a realistic looking one. But I'm not sure if I want to. Mainly because pink blocks are too pink when you're trying to build like a pig in Minecraft. It always looks really weird. So I don't really know if I want to. Although we could just use wool. And maybe like on top of it we could put like something that's not lightning proof. Something that's lightning proof. Or we could just put a lightning rod on like one block on the top. I don't know, we'll see. I think it would be a cool little thing. I mean, we already have the Pink Floyd reference here because the museum is literally a prism. Watch now, we just end up referencing every album. We have like The Wall and stuff on there too. A lot of the floor inside this place too, the reason that I haven't removed any of the dirt or like made it all this stuff is because it's going to be slabbed. That way nothing spawns inside. Kind of like what we did with the castle and the area around it. My only gripe with these blocks is I wish the bricks, like the texture was a little bit bigger. But, I mean, it's Minecraft. The regular brick texture is actually nicer, but it's too bright. Like, this thing would just be like a giant red building, and I just feel like that's too much. Like, this, like, brownish red color is a little bit of a nicer, color for this kind of building, especially where it's a real life building and it's not like a Minecraft build. Almost there. Yeah, like I don't even know if we're gonna have enough blocks to do all the towers, in all honesty. We might not even have enough. Oh, I'm gonna do so much farming offline. The thing is that I'm getting all this from nether fortresses and just removing the blocks, basically. So I'm gonna have to find more nether fortresses that aren't the main one, because we use the main one for farms, so I don't want to, like, ruin it, you know? The parts that I removed already, I don't mind, because they're kind of, like, you know, not really useful. But, yeah. We're gonna need a lot of nether brick for this. I said it would be taller than that. It's pretty much same height, I'd say, from, although once we get the smokestacks on this. The smokestacks on this building are like almost the same height as the building, so you know, this is gonna be one of the tallest structures in the world. In this world, I mean. Obviously not in the world. But it's gonna be one of the tallest structures in my world. Beaten only by this, I think. Although, I don't know, though, because this is gonna be pretty tall once we have the smokestack on it. That looks taller than it is, because it's all the way up there, but it is a very tall building. Part of me wants to start the walls of the actual building, too, before I do the other two towers, just so I have, like, an idea of the heights of everything properly before I, like, fully commit to everything in the build. Why did I go 4 that time? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I said 94, right? We're at 88 now, so we're almost there. And then we gotta taper it in. Good thing about that is we use less blocks then. But we've gone through almost an entire shulker box of, pretty much an entire shulker box of blocks on this one tower alone. So I'd say it's about a shulker box and a half, probably. So whatever that is, however many stacks that is, it's quite the amount. 2, 3. So there's only one more after this, and then that's it for the main layer. Although we got to do the middle part where it goes up and tapers in on the sides. Whoever designed this building in real life, it's a nice looking building. It's cool how they have it nowadays too. They have like this nice lighting on the front of it. Well, at least from the pictures I've seen. Maybe it looks like crap in real life, I don't know. A lot of times the touristy photos are not reality, I guess, eh? I am building the Battersea power station, if you know what that is. It's a building in England. And it uses a stupid amount of blocks. Probably gonna be one of the biggest buildings in this world, actually. I don't know though, because some of them are pretty big. It'll be one of them, but I don't think it's gonna be the biggest. The castle I have is pretty big. If you've ever listened to Pink Floyd or something like that, it's on one of their album covers on Animals. I should probably sleep first, actually, so I don't get blown up here. Yeah, this is my 1-year world. It's a survival world on PC, and we've had it for it's almost 2 years now. Actually, I'm not gonna call it the 2-year world until it's actually fully 2 years. Yeah, it looks pretty good so far. Once we add more details to this, it'll look a lot better. Oh right, you're here. I should actually show you some stuff, I guess. So yeah, big world. Got Metal Gear Peace Walker over here. I built Peace Walker. Put it like it's been left here, overgrown. And there's so many builds here. Like, this world is so old now that like it's so hard to give people tours because it's so much. It's just my regular house here. Storage room. It's underwater. It's just a nice little chill spot. I'll do the quick tour. It's down here. Docks. The docks are down here. There is a giant Sonic the Hedgehog statue, or pixel art statue, I guess you could call it. The boat down here. There's lots of farms and stuff around as well. I'm just trying to think of like the more complicated builds, because there's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, thank you. I've been doing it for a stupid amount of time. I've been playing Minecraft since it was in alpha, so it's been a while. There's actually another Pink Floyd band reference here, because Dark Side of the Moon is right here. Prism. Which is actually a museum for the world, so in order to keep things interesting when you're playing this game for so long and you have a world that's so old, a good thing to do is keep the history. So, like, if you have your first set of armor, keep it. Put it on a thing and make it, you know, first set of enchanted armor. Different things. First bed. The dragon egg. Dragon head. Different mob heads. Different flags. First blocks and stuff. So I put that all in here. And this is pretty much just like a museum of history of the world, basically. And obviously over there we have a giant purple tower. This is like Sky Islands. There's a bunch of builds up here. I built all this is all in survival, mind you. This isn't in creative, so I can't just float around. Like, I actually have to go and do stuff to get all these materials. It's a lot of work, definitely. This is obviously a theme park. This is my castle. I don't actually live here in the game or nothing, but, you know, it's a build that we did. It's a very large interior. The front door doesn't quite work right for whatever reason. They did an update and it broke, and I don't know what's causing it, but I'm gonna have to fix that eventually. Yeah, there we go. So we go around here. There's like a nice like throne and stuff over there. And there's an upstairs, obviously, it's like an observatory, because it's like a giant glass dome on the top. Like that. What else? The end is probably where my best build is, if you play Minecraft at all. Where you fight the dragon. I have like a giant palace there that I built. That was probably one of the first big builds we did. What else? There's a lot of references to other Minecraft streamers that I watch or watched that inspired me when I was first starting streaming, stuff like that. We have a crow with a hardcore heart here, which is a reference to Phil's on Minecraft. We have a giant Windows 98 styled computer, which is a reference to Wilbur Soot, if you know who that is. Comes complete with his song, because he's a musician. We have a little Tommy Innit pixel art statue, and I have a Technoblade and Phil's a house from the Dream SMP server. I rebuilt the house in my world. Just thought it was a nice touch. Especially considering, if you know anything about Minecraft, Technoblade died of cancer. Rest in peace. Yeah. There's a bunch of builds over here, too. This is a big library over here. Library. For all my enchanted books. It's not full yet, but, you know, we're getting there. And what else? I could go to the end to show you that, I suppose. We haven't been there. I need a break from doing this build anyway, because this build is monotonous. Okay. You're just stuck in that minecart, are you, sir? I see. Just throw that and make it a little bit easier for me to do this. So I didn't think of emptying my inventory before I started this. Been a while since we've been to the end, actually. We did a build there more recently where we built like a giant serpent. But yeah. It's weird when I stream Minecraft because there's different people that come in here to watch this and watch the other stuff I do, obviously. It's not exactly the same. Minecraft is just what I started streaming with, basically, and then I moved into doing more retro stuff because it's something I'm interested in, and I figured, well, why not? You know? But, so I cut back on Minecraft streams, and I do a lot less than I used to, but I still try to do it like twice a week because Minecraft is a game that came out when I was in college, and like I said, I've been playing it ever since Alpha, and like, I've always loved this game. There's just so much to do. Like, it's not just building. Like, there's so much stuff that you can do, and it's pretty cool. It's a good game. Definitely one of the GOATs. Definitely one of the greatest of all time. So yeah, this is the End Palace, which is basically a bunch of swords that I turned the towers into. No! I need to have an average of 3 concurrent viewers in order to do that, but I'll always have like 1 or 2. And I can't get that average to get to that point. If I could, then yeah, I'd probably absolutely would be offered it, but there's that. So yeah, this is the End Palace. This is probably the most complicated build in the entire world that I've done. There's also stuff on the roof. But then again, at the same time, too, Minecraft is weird because a lot of people were watching Minecraft during, like, COVID and stuff. And it kind of tapered off after that. Like, it had a really big boom in popularity. The hedge maze, by the way, which is around this palace here, is a reference to The Shining. The hedge maze in The Shining. There's actually a full-on reference at the end of it. If it's a real maze, like, you can actually get lost in it. There's only certain directions you can go. Yeah, see? I thought it was cool. Just a neat little thing. I like referencing different pop culture stuff that I enjoy. And this is our serpent. This is the lowest you can get in the end without dying. If I go 1 block below this, you insta-die, so... yeah, so I decided to build this like a serpent that's like swimming in the void. Yeah. Anyway, back to the build. So yeah, world's almost 2 years old. I do YouTube videos like every, say, 6 months too, and I'm doing it every year now that it's a full year old, of like progress videos for the world. Like, I'll be like, oh, this is the 2-year, so I'll probably be doing one for the 2-year anniversary of the world, and, yeah. It's pretty fun. Definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot. Okay, so now we're back here. Let all that load in. That's a creeper farm up there. There's all kinds of farms around, too, for getting items and whatnot. Oh, yeah, anytime. Anytime people come in here and will, like, I'm playing Minecraft, I'll usually give them, like, a general tour, just because, I think especially if it's someone that doesn't play Minecraft, probably, it's, like, even more needed, because it's, like, to understand what a year's work in this game is, like, nuts, you know? Especially, like, almost a year. It was only until probably, like, September was probably when I started doing more retro stuff than I used to. So for like most of the year, it was like, you know, 3-hour streams of this constantly, right? Like every night. So my thing was I always played Minecraft in my spare time and retro games. So I was like, well, I might as well stream it because, like, why not, really, you know? Okay, so here we gotta go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's funny because a lot of this actually was built on PlayStation 5 because I didn't have a PC for a really long while. And I was using the PlayStation version of Minecraft, which is not as good and is way more buggy. Yeah. I play it competitively too, like I'll do Bed Wars and stuff like that, but I haven't done any of the competitive stuff in like a minute now, so yeah. Three. Is that right? Am I doing this wrong? I think I am doing this wrong. It's so hard to remember. Get down from there. Thank you. Yeah, I think I went in one block and then in the middle. Was it? I don't even remember. It's so hard to remember when I'm doing these builds. Especially where I have to do 4 towers, basically, like this, that are the same shape. Okay, so I think what we're supposed to do is this. And then this. Yeah, there we go, that's right. You think where I'm designing this that I'd remember, but, like, my memory is terrible. Break all the other ones. It's a very addicting game for sure. It's funny because actually the first time that like I said, I played it in college, but the first time I seen it was a friend in college, and I did graphic design, so we were like around computers all the time. And essentially he had the alpha version of this game, which if you know anything about this game, when it started off alpha, it was basically just dirt and cobblestone blocks, and that's all that was in the game. And I remember watching him play it, and I was like, this is the dumbest looking thing ever. What, like, why are you playing this, like, children's game? I was like, it's literally like Lego blocks. And basically made fun of him for playing it. And then when I, probably like a year later, I'd say around there, I really got into playing it. Because, like, they updated and added a lot more stuff, obviously. But it's just a good game. Like, if people, if you're a creative person, it's really good for that, obviously, because it's building, but also, like, it's an RPG at the same time, right? Because, you know, you have to level up and enchant your items, and there's bosses that you have to fight. There's 3 different bosses at this point, 4 to come soon, and the game constantly updates, and they don't charge you anything for those updates. So, I mean, like, it's constantly evolving and becoming better, so, like, it doesn't get old to me. If it gets old at all, it'll get old for, like, a little while, and then, like, you know, you can come back to it a year later and it's like a completely different game with all the stuff that they've added to it, you know? I mean, the game is basically nothing like it was when it launched, right? Pretty crazy. Okay, I need to go up here. I forgot the actual height of this. I'm going to have to fly over there and measure it. Also, I didn't finish the top of this, did I? Because I ran out of blocks. Why am I so dumb sometimes? Why am I so dumb? There we go. Where's that spider, too? Where are you at? Stop climbing my tower. Rude. Bruh. Bruh. When did I become such a bad aim? Okay. Let me see how tall this is from the... Oh my god, really right now? Really? Really, you're gonna do this to me? I don't think so. I'm better than you. I'll try to measure that middle part, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. Yeah, because we did 3 and then we added 2, right? Because I said 3 would be too much. Okay. We should probably just sleep, honestly. That way I don't have to deal with all these crappy mobs around. I do plan on doing more Metal Gear builds in here, though. I mean, it is one of my favorite series, so I would like to do, like, more references to that if I can. I'm just not sure what I want to do for that. Obviously, a Metal Gear makes the most sense because it's easiest to build in a blocky game. Could do Rex or something, be kind of cool. 1, 2. That should be even now, right? I think. It's so annoying when I do builds like this because I have to remember exactly how I did them. And I never can. Now that should be right, if I remember correctly. But we can change it after if it's not right. Now this here does have the corner. Okay. That there is right. And there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right. I think. God, it's so confusing. Confusing myself. Drop down again. We go 1, 2. That up 1. There, and there, like that. I think that's right. Now what did I do for this? I just built like that, right? I'm pretty sure. I know I didn't do corners, and I'm wondering if that's the corner that I didn't leave. I don't know. We'll go over there and look in a second, and I'll figure it out once we finish this top section. Trying to get rid of any excess blocks because we can't be wasting, because the amount of blocks that I have to use for this, they're not easy blocks to get because you can't really make them. You kind of have to go get them. So I'm kind of trying to save as many as I can, because otherwise it's just gonna be more work for me. Okay, I think that's right. I feel like I don't know if I have that right or not. Okay. Yo. And I missed because I'm an idiot. Thank God for armor. That's what I get for trying to play it in third person. Ugh, I was trying to get up there. Damn it. Okay, so like this right here, that's right. Like I'm pretty sure. I don't think that it's... Oh, it's that corner. Okay, I know what I did. I know what I have to do. I'm gonna have to go get more fireworks because I am getting low. Oh, no, it's not. I'm wrong. So what is the part that there's something that I've done different over here that I'm not understanding because for whatever reason. Okay, so here it's like that and that, and then it tapers in right there. Is that where I'm missing it? It is. Okay, it is that. I was right. I did remember. It's this here. I'm gonna have to remember that because I literally have to do that multiple times. Do it over on this side too. Before I move. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Right here. 1, 2. Just because it makes it more angular. Like they're kind of, it's kind of a square structure, but it's also a little bit rounded on the top. Basically, these are towers, and there's these giant white smokestacks that come out the top that we have to build, and there's 4 of these towers, and then there's the main building, and then there's these side buildings that are slightly shorter. It's a really famous building, So I'm pretty happy to be doing this build. As much as this build is kind of annoying because it's freaking huge. It's so hard when you commit to these huge ass builds in these worlds because, like, you don't really know where you're gonna go with it, you know? And I'm not doing it perfectly to scale to the real life building, obviously. You have to take liberties, it's Minecraft. But we're trying to get it as accurate as I can without, you know, doing up like a design document. Which, believe it or not, some Minecraft people do actually do up like full blueprints outside of the game before they build and do calculations on the number of blocks they're gonna need and stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. I'm not sure if I want to do all the towers right now or if I want to start the building, because I would like to start the walls to see if I can figure out the actual size, but I feel like we should just keep doing the building for now. Damn, it looks good. I'm actually surprised that that came out as good as it did. Believe me, sometimes I do a build and I absolutely hate it, and I'll tear it down and like redo it because like it'll just be so bad. I always try to do builds that challenge me, though. That's the thing. So, like, I always try to think of something. Oh, I haven't done that before. I haven't built something like that before. How would I even do that? And then I'll just set out to do it and get it done. It's like the Metal Gear. Like, doing Peace Walker was kind of hard because I had to make this giant sphere for its head that I hadn't done before. So, it was really a challenge when I did it, for sure. And this is the second series. I used to stream on YouTube too, and we had a world before this, but we lost it because of corruption on PlayStation. And so this was the second world that we've done. The other one was a year old. So this one would be the longest running right now, which is pretty much 2 years. It'll be 2 years in March or April, one or another. So we're close. It's funny because part of me was like, oh, this will be almost enough blocks for the whole build, and then now that I'm building it, I'm like, that was not even nearly enough for what I needed. The amount of blocks that this takes is stupid. Not to mention all the blocks I had to remove to cut out this piece of land just to be able to build here. Because I was like, well, it's a structure that's on a river in real life, so I'm gonna have to build it on a river in this game. And considering my house, an entire area of my house is literally built around a river, pretty much perfect. I'm just excited because we're going to be able to see this from almost anywhere in this area of the world, so it'll be pretty sick looking. We gotta go up to 94, I think, was what it was. I should play Minecraft competitively again soon. I haven't done that in a while. Maybe the next stream, instead of continuing this build, we'll take a break, because I'm gonna need to off-stream collect materials, because that's very boring to stream. It's basically just breaking these blocks over and over again until I get enough, and moving them here. So I'll probably do like a competitive one. I think it'd be kind of cool. We'll probably go on MCC Island or something. Competitive work? 94 blocks high, yes. And competitive MCC is Minecraft Championships, which is where a lot of like the biggest Minecraft streamers competitively play, and they use Minecraft MCC islands as a basically like a practice server for training and practicing all their moves and whatnot. But also it's open to the public, so you can literally just go on there and play. You can even play with the streamers occasionally if they're on there. There's different games, so it depends on like what you're into. Like there's Hole in the Wall, which is basically like one of those Japanese game show games where like a wall comes towards you with like a shape and you have to jump through it and not get knocked off the platform. Kind of like a Wipeout type thing. And there's actual competitive like Sky Wars, which is basically like a combat thing where you're running around with swords and shields and trying to kill each other. And there's Bed Wars, which is where there's a bed on each person's base, and you have to defend your bed from the enemy teams and not let them destroy it, because if they break your bed, you can't respawn anymore, and then whatever life you have left on your team is what's left. So yeah, there's like a team deathmatch type thing, obviously, too. There's like Sky Wars and stuff like that, which are pretty much that. Bed Wars is probably most popular, though. That's like the one that a lot of people play. I love Bed Wars. And there's a bunch of other ones, too. There's like parkour and shit like that, obviously, because Minecraft is really big for parkour stuff. This will probably be the second tallest building in the entire world that I have. I'm pretty sure it's the second tallest, because I think that's the tallest. From bottom to top, I'm pretty sure that's the tallest building in this world. That's the first tower I built in this world, and it's not that tall. We got those short towers on top of the Twin Peaks over there. Yes, it's a reference to Twin Peaks. Okay. I need to go get some more blocks. I always say, like, there's some people that love Minecraft for building and stuff, but there's also the people that pretty much only play competitive Minecraft, and, like, that's fine. Competitive Minecraft is extremely fun if you're really good at it. Twin Peaks is amazing. That's probably a build I should do, actually, sometime, is, like, a more on-the-nose Twin Peaks reference. Like the Lodge or something. Build the Lodge. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, I think this building is the tallest. It's actually supposed to be a lighthouse. Like, these lights that are on top actually do rotate. Well, the blocks don't rotate, but the light is programmed to rotate, but it turns off whenever I get out of range of it, so it's really annoying. This is definitely taller than those. There's no way. I can actually fix it and show you. Hang on. It's like a weird glitch that happens. Let me just throw that over there. And we will... should work now. There, like that, see? If you don't know anything about Minecraft, also, redstone is basically electrical wiring, and you just can program stuff. These ones on the corner don't work, but the ones on the front and sides do. But yeah, that was the whole point. It was supposed to be a lighthouse, but if you go out of range, if you go a certain distance away, it won't load it in, because Minecraft loads everything into these large chunks. As you can see by the vines, don't load in until you get like really close. Okay. See how it's not moving right now, but if I get closer to it, it will. Anyway, back to building. So yeah, when I'm playing Minecraft, I'm basically just talking about whatever, you know, for the most part, unless I'm doing like a boss battle or something that's really intense, then I'll turn off the music and do whatever. I don't know if I'm gonna, once we're done this tower, if I have enough blocks to finish this tower, I might just move on to do some of the walls just to try to figure out the height of the rest of the building, because obviously it's not as tall as this, but I want to figure out exactly where we want it. This building is a very weird building in real life, because it was a power station for years, and then it was abandoned, I think in like the 80s. and eventually it was bought up, and I think it's a mall and an apartment building now. They transformed it because it's such an iconic structure. And like I said, it's on the cover of a Pink Floyd album. It's like an album. Even if you don't know what Pink Floyd is, you might have seen the artwork of it, which is like the building. It's like 4 smokestacks, and there's like a floating pig in the middle. And that's the, that's probably its most famous picture. So I'm basically building that building. Whether or not I put the pig in here, I'm thinking about doing it, but I might not. What other game series do you like? Okay, it says 94, so that's the height of just to this part. And then this thing here, I need to figure out... Are they even? See, they don't seem even. It seems like it's not right, but it is. Okay, so this goes up to 99. So that's here. 2, 3. I keep doing that. I don't need to do that. I'm so dumb. Bruh. There we go. That's cool. That's cool. I like all that. Zelda. The only Zelda game I've played on stream to any and like completed on stream was Ocarina of Time. I would like to do more Zelda eventually too after I finish with Metal Gear, but I'm not sure what one I would do next. It might be blasphemy to you, but I don't like Majora's Mask. I like Majora's Mask story, but I don't like playing Majora's Mask because I hate the time limit thing. I get way too anxious with the time limit, the time limit stuff. It is a good game. It's just not for me. Maybe Twilight Princess would be pretty cool to play. I did play some of Breath of the Wild on stream, but I stopped, and I haven't played the new one because I don't have a Switch. Why did I do that? I didn't need to do that, and yet I did. And yet I have done that. The time limit turned me off, stresses me out. Yeah. I tried to play it when I was a kid. My friend was obsessed with that game, and I really, really, really tried to love that game, and I just can't. I don't know. I love the concept of it. Like, I love the story and everything in it. Like, and I love how dark it is. Like, that's so something I would be into because I love that really dark direction that the game has. But yeah, the time limit for me is too much. And some people are like, oh, it's not really a time limit because once you get this, you can turn back time. And it's like, yeah, but you still do have to, like, complete certain dungeons in a certain time limit in order to progress. And I freaking hate that. Yeah, the story is sick. But I think that's probably why I like Twilight Princess, too. It's because Twilight Princess is kind of dark. But doesn't have the time limitations or anything. Loved that game when it came out. Twilight Princess, I mean. And Ocarina of Time when it came out. Ocarina of Time is still a masterpiece. Even after me playing through it, when I was playing through it, I was like, man, this game is so, like, actually amazing still. Like, it holds up. It's actually such a good game. And a lot of N64 games do not hold up. There are very few N64 games that I will go back and play and be like, oh, okay, I love playing this. But that is one of them. There is a few games that I would like to do a full playthrough of eventually, but I really need to, like, commit to it if I'm going to do it because it has to be a game I really want to play too, because otherwise I will get bored. I'd like to play the entirety of Conker's Bad Fur Day for obvious reasons. I feel like it's stupid that I haven't done a full playthrough of that game. I have played it on stream occasionally, but I haven't really done a full playthrough of it. Metal Gear is really the first series where I was like, okay, we're going to sit down, we're going to play every single game in the canon series. And that was pretty much what I committed to, and that's what we're doing, so yeah. And even some of the non-canon ones, so like I said, I'm probably gonna end up doing Portable Ops and maybe Rising if I'm feeling like it. I feel like by the time I get to the end of the canon part of the series, I'm not gonna want to do anymore. Conker would be a great idea, yeah. And the good thing about Conker is it wouldn't take that many streams. The thing with certain games that I find that where I don't like doing RPGs is that, like, by the time I do all the VODs and all the streams and stuff, there's probably like 20 something. Like, I think the longest running game that I've ever done on stream, where I've done over multiple streams, was Final Fantasy Tactics, which was extremely fun. That's one of my all-time favorite games. Final Fantasy Tactics is such an underrated classic by today's standards, because, like, everyone talks about Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9, but nobody talks about Tactics anymore, man. Tactics was a classic when it came out, and it's a classic now. I'm gonna need so much more quartz to do this, dude. Crap. I'd like to do some more rare games, so yeah, like Conker would be a good one to do. I'd probably do the Xbox version just because the frame rate will be a lot nicer to play on stream. Because the N64 game is, while a really good looking N64 game, the frame rate does not hold up. That's the worst part about N64 in my opinion nowadays. It's like when you were a kid and you played GoldenEye and you're like, oh man, GoldenEye is like one of the greatest multiplayer games of all time. You try to go back and play that on original hardware now, and it's like, how the frick did we ever deal with the frame rate on this? Like, the frame rate is literally like 10 frames per second, maybe. It's like watching a freaking PowerPoint presentation. It's so bad. But, you know, that was like a standard thing at the time, really, for consoles. So, I mean, it could be forgiven. I'm not shitting on the game for when it came out, you know, but, like, nowadays, it's really hard to go back and play. Perfect Dark would be cool to do, too. I have, like, the remastered one that's on Xbox 360 or whatever. We could do that version. That'd be pretty cool. So many games I'd love to play through, but don't take so much time to do it. I would like to do more RPGs, but, like, as I was saying, RPGs are, like, just such a long thing. Because I think my Final Fantasy Tactics one is, like, 25, like, 3-hour streams. It's so much time to do, you know? Usually when I look up, oh, okay, I'm going to think about playing through this game, I'll look up, like, what's the average length of the game without going for, like, 100% completion. And I'll try and see if it's, like, something worth playing. I would like to do some more modern games at some point, but not too modern. The only really modern game that I would like to play, and I mean like play through a story, not like modern multiplayer games or something like that, because I do Phasmophobia and shit like that, but, what is that, baby zombie down there? Are you a baby zombie? Can't get me up here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd say the only ones I want to do is Dusk, if you know what Dusk is, which is like a boomer shooter. In the style of like Quake. I'd like to do Dusk, and I'd like to play Elden Ring actually, or one of the Dark Souls games. My problem that has caused me to not play Dark Souls on stream is the community, the Dark Souls community. I find like whenever I'm watching people play Dark Souls, there's so many people backseat gaming, And I don't mind people telling you, like, the occasional hint or, like, helping you with things if you get stuck somewhere. But, like, when it becomes a thing where this person is on your stream, like, just telling you, like, everything and how to play the game, it annoys the crap out of me. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And the Soulsborne fan base are so bad for that. I have never played Elden Ring. I've watched people play it multiple times. I watched Asmongold go through the whole thing, and a few other different people, but I have not played it myself. I've never bought it. I've beaten all the Dark Souls games. I've beaten Dark Souls, Demon Souls, the Demon Souls remake, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2 is terrible, so I haven't beaten that. I've beaten Bloodborne. Not on stream, but, you know. Elden Ring on PC has, like, full co-op mod now. Yeah, I actually seen that on Asmongold's stream a while ago. He played with McConnell, and they were playing it. It's kind of buggy, but maybe it's better now. But that's so cool. I'm surprised that they haven't done that, like, fully implemented that officially into one of the games yet. Or even, like, created a series entirely based around that concept. Like, I know, obviously, there's multiplayer in Dark Souls already and stuff like that in Elden Ring, but, like, it's not really multiplayer. It's only multiplayer for PvP occasionally, and then the rest of it's, you know, pretty hands-off multiplayer. And a lot of games seem to be taking inspiration from that, like Death Stranding did. Death Stranding, first thing I thought of with the Death Stranding players helping each other out and stuff was Dark Souls. I'm sure that there's probably an interview out there of him mentioning that. I can't wait for Death Stranding 2. I actually did like that game. A lot of people didn't like it. I quite enjoyed it. The only thing I didn't enjoy about it was like the 5 hours of cutscenes at the end of the freaking game. Because I remember I beat the game and it was like 1 a.m. in the morning, and by the time the cutscenes were over, it was like 3:30 a.m. and I was like, Brooke, I just want to go to bed. Lords of the Fallen and Warlong Fallen Dynasty are both co-op Souls-likes and much more. Yeah. But yeah, I know there are games out there that do that concept, but I mean, I'm surprised that From Software hasn't done that. I'm sure it's something that they probably will eventually lean into. If they can do it good and make it work properly. There are a lot of Souls-inspired type games in that genre that are really good. I don't play a whole lot of new games though. See, the thing for me is that new games are so freaking expensive, and I don't have a lot of money really. So it's like, it's so expensive to play video games nowadays and be in the hobby, because it's like games are like $100 for the most part now, and it's like brutal, especially once taxes come out and everything, right? Canada, we're like taxed to death in Canada, so like. It is. I don't have Xbox though, but I guess I could get Game Pass on PC, which makes sense here. I have like the PlayStation equivalent, basically, which is where I play a lot of more modern games. It's not as good as Game Pass though. Game Pass is like Xbox's huge thing that they have. Yeah. 15, actually. Pretty sure. I mean, we have a sugar tax here on like sugary drinks and stuff too, right? Like everything here is so freaking expensive. Canada over the last like 10 years has just been like blah, blah, so bad. I used to be like, there was one time where I was like I actually like loved Canada, and then like as I got older, I realized like how much I don't like it for personal reasons and other reasons. I'll just keep it short, and I'll say I went through a lot of healthcare issues with my grandparents and family, and realize how bad our healthcare system really is going through all that. Yeah. I've gone on huge rants about it on stream when it was happening, because it was only over like the last few years, but that is true. At least we do not have that. You are correct. You are 100% correct. I'm not saying Canada sucks. I'm just saying Canada is not as good as it used to be, in my opinion. I think we got a lot of work to do. Make this a better place. Although nowadays it's not looking like anything's gonna be a better place because there's so much BS going on in the world. Everyone fighting over shit. That it's pretty stressful. Okay. Now, back to what we were doing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you're wondering why I build things in threes, it's because that's the height limit for what I can place where I can reach. Yeah. Before I forget. Sweet. There we go. Oops, wrong one. Should probably go and grab all that now, actually. Okay, and what we'll do is same thing again. We gotta go up 2 more blocks. So it's 99. So basically the tower is gonna be exactly 100 blocks in the air. It's not really 99 blocks high, I guess. I said it was earlier, but it's not. It's like, although I don't know what the level is at the base, whatever it is at the base. I'll check now. I'm curious myself. I'm not good at math, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Okay, 1, 2... Yeah, for sure. Thanks for dropping in once again. I appreciate it very much. I really do. Like I said, you don't have to come in here every night, but you do almost, so appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Ooh, what was that? That was weird. That was a weird little glitch I had there. Have a good night, day, whatever it is. Good. I'm glad. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Cool. No, that's not where that goes. Silly me. Okay, that's every freaking tower. Holy shit. I'm surprised I had blocks left, actually. Probably start at the front. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I think probably like maybe 1 more. Okay, like that. Then we go like that. I can't wait to get some more blocks to put in this so that it's not so samey. everything right now is pretty, like, basic in color. But once we start adding details and doing the steps and adding more shadows and stuff to it, it'll look so much better. I mean, I guess I don't even really need to do this wall, do I? Like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm so stupid. It's kind of a waste. We'll fix all that later, because the interior is not going to be the same as the exterior of this, so... Assuming I'm doing the modern day equivalent version of this. Man, I used a lot of fireworks this time, too. Damn. Okay. Let me have a look at this picture I have now, so I can figure this out. Okay, so there's basically a little area, and then there's like an awning above it. I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to build the wall going up, and I think we'll probably work on like the actual details of it after, like I've said before. Because essentially, it goes up to 94, pretty much. So, there's that. One, two, three. I guess I could try to do the pattern, but where is that pattern gonna be? Because it's almost like two pillars in the middle. Kind of. Doesn't go the whole way up, but so we need like room for a window, so like a 2-block window, and then maybe 1, 2, 3. So what do we do? 1, 2, 3, and then break. 1, 2, 3, break. Oh, it's a little bit much though. Frick. I didn't think this through. See, I didn't think through the window placement because I'm an idiot. We could just do 1-block windows, I suppose. Wouldn't be awry, would it? Wait a minute, hang on, let me get rid of this for a second. This is gonna confuse me. Here. Okay, so that's where the windows would be. And then there would be 3 windows in the middle, but if we can make it 2, we will. Let me just try this. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, 3 there. Okay, so that's not right. That 3 blocks, and we'll make 1 window there, and then 1 window there, and 1 window there. And I think that's pretty much what we want. Okay, but these sections here need to come out 1 block, so we'll do like that basically, and we'll break those. Okay, and I'm gonna fill this in. We're gonna do all this window shit after, so I'm not really bothered by it at the moment. Once again, it's mostly the layout that's confusing to me. We need to make sure that we're getting the block placement down properly, because if I don't, it's gonna be a pain in the butt to go back later and fix. It's one thing to do the details later, but when you have to like redo like an entire section of a build because you don't have the measurements correct, sucks. And like I said, I'm not like doing like full-on measurements. This is all by eye, so it's kind of a weird thing. So we need to go almost up to 94 on this section with these pillar things, and then the rest of it, the wall just goes flat after that pretty much. From what I see, it does kind of have a weird design at the top, but we'll figure that out when we get there. I said before, don't have to be perfect. I just don't want to have to come back and redo things. Hope I have enough blocks to do this part of the wall, just because I don't want him to come back and like figure it out again when I got it pretty much figured out now. Okay, so we'll stop here. I think here's where we'll go flat. I think this is a good level to do that. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll put steps on top of that once we get to that point. So there needs to be enough room for like 2 sets of windows here, so I think we'll do probably like maybe 2 more. And the rest of it is kind of like these weird divots in the blocks, and we got to go right up to there pretty much. And then like a couple of blocks lower than it, I think, actually. Yeah, pretty much a couple blocks lower than that. Okay. Trying to think here. I'll do one more. And we'll do the divot thing here now. Okay, so we want it like that, and then we want to do like that, pretty much, right? That. Just continue doing that. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. See, like, it's actually turning out a lot better than I was, like, anticipating. Like, I was kind of afraid that, like, where I didn't do, like, the full measurements of it, like, a lot of these designs wouldn't be able to be integrated into the build, because obviously we're working with blocks, and it's kind of hard, and the only way to really, if you want to put that much extreme detail into a build, you're going to have to do, like, a... You're going to have to do, like, a thing where you're just, not really doing it to scale. You're gonna have to do it like bigger so that you can get the amount of detail that you want, because obviously with blocks, if you want to go super into detail, going like a block higher makes sense, right? I think I'm gonna make this like 1 block here actually. I feel like this is not enough. See what this looks like from a distance. That's pretty dang good, man. That's pretty freaking accurate. That's like, I'm pretty happy with that. That's almost pretty much what I wanted. I don't know if we're gonna get it much closer for the size that we're going for here. I think that's pretty damn good. Okay, so the rest of these blocks we'll just put into the rest of the wall, I guess, because I can't really do anything else here. I might add those steps, though, just to add to that. Like, that looks pretty dang good, man. That's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, so what we want to do is basically this. And see, the thing about adding stuff like this is even though it takes up a full solid block, the way that the shadows and stuff work in Minecraft, it gives it more texture without actually changing any of the colors or anything, you know? Like, you can see, like, the shadow lines a little bit better. And we'll probably end up doing a lot of the steps to this top area of the tower, too. And whereas steps obviously make it look a little bit smaller, too, so it's definitely an improvement. thing I want to do here is add more of that. I wish I didn't freaking fall though. Like, see, that adds so much to it. Like, it's such a small detail to add into these builds, but like, it absolutely makes it look better. You know? Because you're basically making the blocks half blocks, kind of. It makes it look like they're made out of small blocks when it's absolutely not. Okay, we'll continue building the walls around the edges, I guess. That's probably the best. I don't know if I'm going to do the inside walls. See, part of me is thinking I don't really need to build the inside walls because the outside's going to be covered anyway. And the interior is going to be made of different types of blocks anyways, so it's not really a... Hello, creeper. Not really a big deal. I think we'll just, we'll work on the outside of it here. Probably do this side first, actually. But, yeah. I should look at the picture too, actually, because... You see, there's not much detail on these side buildings. The side buildings almost seem like they were probably an afterthought to the actual structure, honestly. Oh, I thought you were a creeper for a second. Then I was like, bro. Go on, get. Bro, die. Thank you. Sick of you. I will, if I get enough blocks off stream, probably do some of this off stream, but I won't do anything drastic. Just kind of like building up these walls a little bit. I don't like doing a lot of the build stuff off stream because, I mean, the whole point of me streaming this world is it's a stream world, so. There you go, see, as much as I could get. That's pretty good, though. Like, I'm actually super pumped with how this is looking so far. It actually does look like the building I'm trying to make it look like, and I'm happy about that. That's the entire goal, so. Okay, what ones are empty? We'll take those with us. Get back. That's good. Take that out of there. Put that in there. Okay, so yellow is empty. Blue is empty. Leave the orange one right there. Purple one is fine. Empty, empty, and that one has stone. Stone is for the inside and for the floors. Eventually we're gonna have to slab the floor, and I'm probably gonna do that with stone bricks because I feel like that's just like a good looking. You steal a block from my build, bro? Is that what you're doing? 2 even. Damn. Who does he think he is? Oh, I still have more gunpowder in here. I didn't even realize. There, we go. Put that there. So the more fireworks we have, the better we are. Okay, so empty, 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 empty. Okay, so we'll put all these here. We can, when I eventually do go to mine stuff, off stream, we will get there. And we'll get all the blocks we need. So that, I think that's pretty good for this stream. Like, that's pretty dang good. Like, that's actually pretty sick looking. Now, what I'm thinking now is where am I going to get a screenshot? Also, I would like it if it would frickin' stop raining in this world because it feels like it's been raining for like 2 decades. Let me try and reload it. Maybe it'll stop raining. Close out of my pictures now. Whoa, Minecraft just crashed. Hang on, guys. Hopefully that saved the data. Because if I did all that work and nothing happened. And it didn't save. Bro, am I going to be mad. At Mojang, once again, for making a buggy ass game. Love Minecraft, but it is a very buggy game sometimes. No, I think it's saved. I think we good. Hopefully. Still raining though. Okay, we'll hang out for a bit and we'll come back in a minute when it stops raining. And then we'll take a screenshot. I don't think any of the farms have been running because we're not really close enough for that. Oh man. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? So tomorrow's Metal Gear, and I gotta think about what I want to do on Thursday then. Not really sure. I'm gonna need to get more quartz off stream too. That's the other thing I'm gonna need to get. That sucks. Man, this ending part of the song, I know I've said this every time, but it like reminds me so much of The Sims. Whatever it is about the piano, that's like the first thing that comes to my mind whenever I hear this part of the song. People who play The Sims will know what I'm talking about. Okay. I think we're pretty good. Like, other than that, I don't know that there's like anything that we can really get. I'll take all these shulker boxes with me when I do go farming for that material. Because we're probably gonna need quite a bit. Quite the amount, so. Can it stop freaking raining now? God dang. Waiting for it to be nighttime. Cool. I always forget how high up this creeper farm is. That looks pretty crazy from here. That's like actually nuts. Look at that. That's nuts. I think I got the height right. I'm hoping that's right. Because the smokestack, say like from this tower here, smokestack's probably going to be to like there. So it's going to be pretty tall once it's fully completed. Makes the castle look small actually. After all the effort I put into that. Just figured this, if we're gonna be standing around doing nothing, we might as well stand around and kill creepers so we can have more gunpowder. Oh man, my back is killing me tonight. I need to get rid of that Christmas tree. I'll probably do it off stream though, because that's kind of annoying. I do not want to lose the blocks, so you know. I like how I just stopped at some point making Duration 2 fireworks, because it's just like I've been in this home area for so long now that like it just makes more sense to use Duration 1s, because I mean we're not really traveling a great distance, we're basically traveling a small distance, and I don't want to have to walk either, so you know, walking in Minecraft after you have Elytra. Let me sleep. Game. Oh, where's the clock? I have a clock in here. It's like midday. Okay, we'll go over here for a minute. We'll run some errands while we're waiting. Our farms are all going pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. Villagers are all chilling. Where are my allays? Oh, they're there. I didn't see them when I came in. Amy and metal. Okay. Oh, I could do some trading. Oh, no, I can't because I don't have enough. Never mind. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm a dum-dum. Okay, it looks like it's nighttime now, actually, so we could probably go to sleep. Get rid of the rain. Do a screenshot for the thumbnail. Did I just say screenshot? Is that what horror videos would have for, like, screenshot? Okay. And hopefully the rain is gone now. If not, we will reload. Okay, it is. It's good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Question is, should I pose for, like, a selfie in front of it, or should I just take a screenshot of just the tower? I feel like this is not, like, a good angle, though. Like, I almost need to be closer than this. Like here. Gotta try and keep it on this side. No, that didn't work. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we shall go back to our house, and I'll end stream there. Almost 2 hours. I've been trying to go around, you know, 2 hours to hour 45 minutes around there. For Minecraft especially. It's not really much I can do if I don't have the blocks either, hey? Anyway, I'm going to end stream here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will be back again tomorrow with Metal Gear Solid 2 Part 3. And I'll see you guys then. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And follow me on Twitch. I will see you guys again tomorrow.